The give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Crosses the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. It's in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
Man, I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has
starts the drive trying to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown! From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The handoff, keep working on that clock. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They feed him again. Makes a man miss. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment on this big stage.
It's caught. Flying down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first down from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end it.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's what...
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for room, it's Webb. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Spider! Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Going right to work up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways.
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's White. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play.
Turning on the Jets. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Georgia going back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Here we go. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Right down the middle. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's in open space downfield.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking to fire. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback extends the play. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Slithers into space. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are...
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt...
On first down, it's play action. Throws it to the right, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the right.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. You keep him off balance with a run. Spit between toward the end zone. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Wow, that is an... And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Makes a quick grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Looking for a gap. It's Webb. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks into the clear. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy.
The Dogs looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! He has first down yardage at the 46.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. Fights up the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. First and goal for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Webb. He's swarmed by the defense. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. He's in the clear. Powering through a tackle. He make the stop, but a big play. Lose the ball to the red zone.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming.
Here he goes. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Leaning on the run game here late. Fighting off the defender. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. It's 3rd down for the offense. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. The Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. They are. And there's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long on the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there from what will be the final play of the quarter. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it.